Hey everybody, it is March 30th. I'm Adam and this is your daily dose of today. Beautiful weekend here. I hope you're enjoying it wherever you're at. I hope that you had a successful week of making steps towards your goals, crushing them, and this weekend staying focused. I want you to be sure to enjoy yourself, relax on the weekends if you're really pushing hard during the week. But it doesn't mean we have to take our eyes off the prize. Remember, we can still move forward, taking a break, taking it easy, doing some recovery cycles, whether that's mentally, physically, emotionally. But the one thing I want you to think about this weekend and kind of getting this to you late in the day is, what are you going to do with the next opportunity that comes your way? Opportunities come by all the time, and I think that people miss opportunities because they don't know they're there. But also I think that people just aren't ready for their opportunities. If I think about the first piece, there's a quote which I've seen attributed to Ben Franklin, but don't light me up if it's not him, which is, a lot of people miss opportunity because it's disguised as hard work, right? Or something to that effect, which I think is true. And I think, and secondly, the reason why I think people aren't ready for their opportunities, and I best like that as a turn of phrase, that it's like a dog catching a car. And it's pretty easy to understand. Dog chases car, dog catches car, car greater than dog. You kind of see where the rest of it goes. And I think for people, they pine away and think, oh, if I just had that one shot, if I just had that opportunity, I could do it. And you know what? For like maybe 1% of the population, that's true, right? They're in peak form, but just sheerly for whatever luck and circumstance, they've just never had that opportunity to shine, right? And those people do exist. But there is a majority of people, and I would say the other 99%, and this is obviously just my anecdotes, I haven't done research here, but it's just my personal opinion, is that the other 99% of people, right, they're just not ready. A lot of opportunities come by that could get them on their journey, but since it's not, just a one done and smash, like, well, here's a business in your lap, just run with it, that people aren't putting the middle steps because they can't think in those small steps. I'll share some of my personal experiences with that in a longer session. But what I do want you to think about today, as I do try and keep this short, is what are you going to do to be prepared for the next opportunity? And this isn't a hypothetical. This is something I want you to really think about. Write it down. Start keeping a journal, start keeping a notebook, or blog about it or something, right? We'll talk about the power of these types of things in a coming session. But for now, I just want you to think about that. Think about when you go to bed tonight. Just sit there and contemplate after you've said your prayers or whatever whatever ritual you observe at night. Turn the TV off and sit there and just think, what can I do to be ready for the next opportunity? Here's some ideas. You say, Adam, what can I do? Read. That is one of the most powerful things that is neglected by this. And think about how much time you spend on Facebook just looking at posts and reading posts. What if you actually took that and actually read something in the domain where you're trying to go at? Read from people who have done it successfully before you, or others who haven't, right? Learn from their mistakes. Watch tutorials or education. Sign up for an online class. Find people putting out business stuff like this, and just start learning and absorbing to prepare yourself to be ready, right? Start getting your finances in order. Start getting a budget in order. Start setting aside money. Get a plan out. I can save $5 this week, and I can save 10 next week. Whatever steps it's going to take. But ultimately, you want to be ready for that opportunity. You don't want to be like the dog that catches the car, right? You want to be like the kid in Willy Wonka who gets his golden ticket. He was ready, he had the opportunity, and he made the most of it. Because what? He had built up, he was a good character. His parents and stuff and grandparents had instilled in him the traits it was to be honest, good, hardworking, and not want to take advantage of anybody. I know it's just a movie, but think. That's exactly what happened to that kid, and he was rewarded because of what he already brought to the table. Right? So think about that in your life. How can I do to prepare to be the next step, to be ready to run that business, to take that promotion, take charge of that project, or to tackle the next level of my fitness? This has been your daily dose of today.